welcome back to my channel, Royal Moon Tarot. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up. If you like anything in this video, also turn your notification bell on so that you can be notified when I do any more readings or you see any more content that may be helpful for you. I did a video today about my spiritual journey. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to go and check that video out as well so you can see how I started my spiritual journey. It's not getting too far deep into the spiritual journey. Basically, just how I started, like how I started this channel, how did I start doing my tarot readings and all of that nature. So one of the topics that pretty much came about was angel numbers. So if you ever see any of my readings, you'll always see me post about an angel number, whether that's 111, 222, 333, 444, anything of that nature. That's how I pretty much started out knowing what an angel number was, because I'm like, why do I keep seeing this number? Which was the first number I started seeing a lot that made me start paying attention to the patterns was 222. And that just, in this video, I'm not really going to get into the meanings of each number because it really depends on what you're going through in your life, whether that's in love, whether that's in, like, not business, but just the everyday life. It can have different meanings to it. So I'm not going to get into the actual meanings today. Oh, this candle is a little bit warm on my arm. Maybe I'm seeing too. Anyway, so angel numbers, they basically are guidance. I don't know if you've ever heard, which someone told me before, numbers basically run the universe. Like, if you notice, it's numbers on everything. Like, we have phone numbers, numbers on our plate, license plate, our ID, like, they're everywhere. You just gotta pay attention to, like, the sequence, the number patterns and the different meanings, and basically use that as guidance. If you're in any particular situation and you just need the answers to it, you're thinking this, you're feeling it, so you're manifesting this meaning. So if you're down and out and then you see this number, blah blah blah, you go and look that number up. If you keep seeing that number heavy, you might see it one time, okay, you might see it on your receipt, you might see it on the TV, you might see it on a billboard ad, you might see it in your text messages, you might just see it on paper, you can see it anywhere. So once you start seeing that number multiple times, I say by the time you see that number 2 times or 3 times, look up the meaning. Even if you see it 2 times, look up the meaning. If you see it 1 time, look up the meaning, because it may have something to do with what you're going through. And it may just be the answer that you need, what you're looking for. I know I say a lot, don't I? But you know, it helped me think what I'm about to say next. So yeah, so I pay attention a lot. Where I really start seeing numbers at the most was on car tags. So if you riding in traffic, like, I can't help but to notice it, because that's where I started seeing the numbers at the most, on license plates. So, you know, there are different ways you can see numbers. If you're new to it, you might start seeing the triple numbers first, like 111, 222. It go all the way like 9. Like, you might see 999, 888, 777. You may start seeing those numbers first. You don't have to, but until you understand the number patterns, you might just start noticing the triple numbers first, which is the set of numbers I see. It could be different for everybody. I'm just kind of speaking on how I started seeing them. So I started seeing those numbers first. And then it became like the master numbers. Like, it started being like 1122, 1133, 1111. Like, I started seeing those numbers very heavy. And then it went from that to seeing other numbers. Like, I'm just gonna make up a number. My birthday is October 26th, so I'll just use the number 26. So I started seeing numbers like 2266, like, okay. You know, so it's like, that's where I'm at now with angel numbers. Like, I'm starting to see numbers like that. And then it gets to the point to where I'm doing readings, or you just have to be, you know, how can I say it? Connected at, I don't know, how can I say this? I don't want to say intuitively, dang, I can't even talk. Intuitively connected. I don't know if that's a word. But you once you start paying attention to these numbers, you'll know that any number combination can basically mean something if you look it up. But it's got to be something that you're drawn to. If your eyes take you to a certain number and you just staring at this number, but you don't know why, that's your intuition telling you it's something about that number that you might need to know. So I would look it up. That's kind of how I am when I'm looking up the meanings of numbers, things of that nature. So I might give you a random number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, or 9, 7, and whatever. It don't matter. Sometimes you may want to look those numbers up. I simply go to Google, type that number in, 222 angel number meaning, and it's gonna come up. You're gonna see different meanings of those numbers. So, you know, that's just a form of guidance. Your spiritual guide, I cannot talk today. This might be from this full moon. I heard it mess up communication. I've read, I've studied, I've seen that, you know, it messes with your communication or whatever. But, you know, that's kind of what I'm on when I'm looking at angel numbers. Like, I'm gonna take that guidance, because if you're one like me, I'm very private. I don't really speak on my feelings much or what I'm going through. But when I started my spiritual journey, like, that was all I needed. I didn't need to go to the next person. I didn't need to go and ask. I have received readings before I started, you know, being on a spiritual journey myself, and being able to just kind of figure it out by just going outside. Like, if you ask for something, you will receive the answer to it. It might not come in the form of somebody just, well, actually it will. It'll come to you. It may come to you through a person. It may come to you through a number. Like I said, I was surrounded by feathers. If you see my first spiritual journey video, I started with feathers. Like, that was how I became connected to, like, source, my spiritual guides, my ancestors, trying to relay a message to me, and I received it. So I know paying attention to a lot will guide you to the answers that you need. These messages can go from telling you about yourself to what's to come, what to expect. It's very positive, and I love that. And I just want to be able to share that with other people, so that you're aware and you just won't be in the dumps or feel like you just need help, when you can really pretty much, you have the help. Like, people you can't see, so you don't trust, you know. But you got to trust. You got to have faith in that everything is going to be good. It's going to be a positive outcome. And I just feel like angel numbers are a way for you to get that guidance. So if you haven't looked into angel numbers, start today. I'm not saying go take your magnifying glass and just search for the numbers. But if there's something that you need, you just ask that out loud, like, Spirit, help me. God, help me. Like, your higher power, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in. Like, you don't have to believe in who I believe in. Like, it's nothing. It's just simple guidance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too deep into that, because I know there are some people who, you know, it's very controversial. I just try to stay very neutral when it comes to things of that nature. But you know, I'm on my spiritual journey, and I'm glad I'm tuned in, I'm locked in, and I just want to be able to help somebody else. So I hope that this video inspires somebody that's watching me to start paying attention, just to receive that extra guidance that you may not have. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I will leave a link to my reading, my site in the description box, and I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on, because I'm going to try to provide more content, you know, talk. I'm not really one, I don't be in front of the camera like that, but I'm trying to. And yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Follow all of my pages. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, clearly YouTube, all of that. Everything is, I don't know if I said Twitter, but everything is Royal Moon Tarot. So yeah, follow me, and I'll see you on the next one.